Hi everyone, my name is Alessia and I will be taking you on Carleton University's science tour. Let's go along with Rodney and take a look. So, our first stop today is the Aguilar Valles Lab. This lab has various experiments and research going on, some of which are described in this little description. So, one of which is studying the mechanism of action of novel antidepressant therapies, such as using ketamine. In addition, students and faculty are currently investigating how newly identified genetic risk factors for autism spectrum disorder and schizophrenia affect brain development in order to identify potential therapeutic targets. Research happens all the time in this lab. As you can see in our picture, these are students who are working on this with their instructors or supervisors. It's a great environment. Next, we are going to be moving on to the Health Sciences Building. The Health Sciences Building has a big lecture theater. It is one of the larger ones on campus with 348 seats, and it has a mezzanine for exit and entry at the back. It also has accessible seating and rotating seats with the desks so that you can participate with other people around you. And like I said, it's great for those first and second year classes that have hundreds of students in them. So chances are you will be in here. And it's not always science students who have this lecture hall as their assigned lecture hall. I had it as well in the second year. And it was very nice to be in, I will say. Next, we're in the Super Lab. So the Super Lab is one of my favorite additions to Carleton. It's a state-of-the-art lab. It can accommodate 120 students or about 3 classrooms full of science students. The north end is designed for organic chemistry students with state-of-the-art ventilation as well. And the south side is designed for chemistry, physics, and biology students in mind. It's really great, lots of cool technology, and students love working in there and experimenting. Next is the Science Student Success Center. This center is for anyone in the Faculty of Science. They offer tutoring, mentoring, and various workshops, both academic and career related, one of which includes applying to graduate school and even seeking the right thesis supervisor for you. It's a great place to be. And actually, my roommate, she's not in science, but she did have to take a statistics course for her sociology and psychology major. And she went there to take some tutoring as well. And it was really helpful. I highly recommend that you go. If you ever need help, or even just for social spaces, they have great seats outside. Next is Herzberg Laboratories. This is their study area. So this is what I mentioned, that it's just right around the corner from the Science Student Success Center. It's a great place to be, great. There's a great view of the Rideau Canal, and it has really comfy chairs to sit in. Lots of students will often be here. It's either to study on their own or to relax between classes and hang out with friends. It's very relaxing to be here. Next is the Earth Sciences Teaching Lab. So the Earth Sciences program offers the opportunity for students to study the Earth systems by incorporating knowledge from other sciences, including physics, biology, and chemistry. So this is especially prominent if you're doing a space unit or just learning about other features of Earth and what makes up our solar system. Students can participate in hands-on field courses and even work with various hands-on experiments in the Earth Sciences Lab. Next is the Computer Science Lab. So Carleton students who are doing a Bachelor of Computer Science will come in here to work on solving computational problems, coding, and providing up-to-date applied skills for working in the information technology, biotech, and multimedia industries. So anytime you're doing a class that requires any sort of computer science principles, this is the place that they'll be. Next, we have the Torrey Building. So the Torrey Building houses the biology lab, which is where first year teaching labs for biology take place. And they even have a real skeleton. So as you can see on the tour, this is a real human skeleton, and it's been part of the department since at least the 1960s. Fully completed. It's great to see in person. Highly recommend you go. So they also have biology lab workstations. So students will have access to the space and equipment that comes with them, such as microscopes and any other sorts of equipment that you'll work with, motor and pestles. And also, they'll have access to complete their work in the science labs on campus. So if you do need to come in and do a little bit more of certain activities, you can come and work at the workstations. Next is our Nesbitt Biology Building. This is the library, and the Nesbitt Biology Building includes open laboratories, lounges for faculty, staff, and students, and administrative offices clustered in one central area to promote an atmosphere of shared learning. This is a really great space. They have lots of cool natural scenery and photos. As you can see, there's a butterfly wall depicting various types of butterflies. It's really nice to sit in front of and just look and learn, especially with other faculty coming in and out. So part of the Nesbitt Biology Building is the greenhouse. So Carleton has its own greenhouse. It's climate controlled, and it is one of the best in Canada. Outside organizations will often come in to do research and use it for their own initiatives. It's really great. And they contain some of the finest collections of plants for teaching and, like I said, scientific study in Canada. Now we're going to check out some taxidermy and fish tanks. So the Nesbitt Biology Building also contains some pretty cool collections of plants in Canada and is home to some intriguing taxidermy and live fish. As you can see from the photo, there are different types of animals having been taxidermied, different pheasants, birds, what looks like a mountain lion, and then various other animals that are not depicted here. So definitely check them out. Now we are at the Bruin Laboratory. The Bruin Lab Sciences studies diabetes and is particularly interested in the cells from our pancreas that secrete insulin. Currently, this lab is investigating how factors in the environment, such as pollutants, may be involved in the progression of diabetes symptoms. So this lab is really good for looking at new medical technology, different medical studies that are being done, that are being brought up by students. This is where all of those happen. And that's the end of our tour. Thank you for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see you soon.